G'day guys, welcome back to another video. So, the World Championships is done. Yiheng Wang is the 2025 Rubik's Cube World Champion. I mean, how great. No one more deserving than him. I'm so glad he got his redemption arc from last time. And the whole thing was just incredible to watch. I wasn't there, unfortunately, but I got to watch most of it on the live stream because it was a fine time for Australia, time zone-wise. And oh my god, there was some upsets. A lot of winners and a lot of places that I was not expecting. And a lot of people I was expecting didn't do that well at all. I mean, they still did amazing. They still made finals or whatever, but not what I expected, because I made this video of my predictions and I want to see what I got right, what I got wrong, if I got anything completely correct. And spoiler, there was a lot of unexpected wins and places. So let's just get into it, starting with multi-blind. So yeah, I didn't get a single thing right. I wasn't even close. My predictions were Ro Hessler first, Graham Sigan second, and Yu Chung Chen third. And well, that was based off some pretty good rankings because of the world records and so on, and what their seed was at the beginning of the competition before it started. Ro Hessler was first, Graham Sigans was second, Yu Chung Chen was fifth, but I thought he'd do pretty well. But that didn't end up happening. Andrew Tao came first, James McDiarmid from New Zealand came second, and Joshua Gao came third. Andrew Tao was ranked 9th on the spreadsheet, who, to be honest, I haven't even heard of, so congratulations to him. James was 8th, and Josh was 13th. Now, their seed was still very high because they have very good multi-blind results. However, was not expecting this at all, and congratulations to them. So for that one, got nothing. For the next one, 4 blind and 5 blind, I guess Stanley Chappell was going to win. Well, he sure did. 3 world championships in a row now, Stanley Chappell has won 4 blind, making him in a very exclusive club of only 4 people to win world championship titles 3 times in a row in a particular event. So I guess Stanley for those, which was correct. But then secondly, I guessed Ryan Eckersley, and third was Michael Tripodi. Now, Ryan Eckersley did come second in 4 blind, but in 5 blind, no. It was Simon Praschel, who was from Austria, and he was seeded 9th for this competition, so still pretty high up, and a very well-deserved 3rd place. Alright, so with 4 and 5 blind, I got 3 of them correct. Okay, so now FMC. I guessed Wong Chong Wen to win, and Jaden McNeil to come second. I didn't actually have a 3rd in my video, but I don't really know who it would have been, but I was wrong about them all anyway. Levi Gibson came first, Adrian Neviu came second, and Wojciech Rogozinski came third. Now, Wojciech from Poland was 5th on the spreadsheet, so he was actually highest ranked on the seeding that got a podium, but Levi was 8th, and Adrian Yu was 19th. But FMC is so tight with the top that it doesn't really matter with seeding at the moment, especially for a competition like this. So congratulations to the winners, but I was completely wrong about those ones too. Wong Chong Wen ended up coming 5th, and Jaden McNeil came 10th, so I wasn't that far off. Alright, Mega Minx. Now I did pretty well with this. My predictions were Leandro Martin Lopez from Argentina coming first. He's just been so dominant. He doesn't currently have the world record, but he's had so many before, and he's so well deserving that I just assumed it was going to happen, and it definitely did. But then world record holder Timofey Tarasenko came second, which is what I also predicted. So I was very close. I predicted Alexander Vucic from New Zealand to come 3rd. Unfortunately, he came 8th, but he still made the finals. But Hee-Won Soo ended up coming 3rd, who was ranked 11th on the seeding sheet, so still not too far away from the top either. Okay, Pyramix. This one was really interesting to me, because to be honest, I didn't know any of the world champions this year, or the world podium, you know. My predictions were Jasper Murray first, Sebastian Lee second, world record holder by a fair margin, and also #1 seed on the psych sheet, and then Elias Yu to come 3rd. Now, Jasper Murray and Elias Yu didn't even make finals. They came 22nd and 27th respectively in the previous round, and Sebastian Lee came 14th in the final. So I was pretty far off with this one. Ezra Shear came first, Michael Nielsen came second, and Jonathan Plug came 3rd. All solvers in the top 10 of the psych sheet anyway, so still very well deserving. Congratulations. Now Skewb, this is kind of a funny one because I didn't get the 1st place, but I got 2nd and 3rd place. So I guess that Carter would come 1st. I mean, he was 2nd on the psych sheet. Dominic would come 2nd, and Zane would come 3rd. Now, Dominic and Zane did come 2nd and 3rd. So I was actually correct about that. But Carter ended up actually coming 8th. Instead was, well, seed #1, Ignacy Samselki from Poland. Forgive my pronunciation, by the way, I have no idea. He ended up coming 1st, and I mean, he's got the world record average currently, so that makes sense. Congratulations to these guys, and I was very close to getting this one right. Clock. I did okay in my predictions. I said Vladimir was going to win, Brendan Duggan was going to come 2nd, and Lachlan Gibson was going to come 3rd. Now, Lachlan Gibson unfortunately DNF'd in the 2nd round, so he didn't even make final, even though he was seeded 1st for this event. But Brendan Duggan did actually come 2nd, so, you know, not too bad on my end. And Vladimir came 3rd. I had him as 1st. he came third, not too bad. But Anthony Stoyek came first, where he was seated 11th. I mean, again, clock is a very tight ranking, so it makes sense that someone in the top 10, 20 would come in the podium. Pretty good. Now, yeah, square one. Again, another one that I got really close. I got 2 out of 3. Samir, I had to come first. Hassan to come second, and I had Ryan Pillard to come third. Unfortunately, he came 22nd in the previous round, so he didn't make finals, but still pretty good. It was actually Brendan Duggan who came third, the same guy that came second in clock. So very impressive and not too bad on my end. I got first and second place, just needed to get that third one. Now, one-handed, a lot of people pointed out I didn't actually make a prediction about one-handed in my previous video, so I don't have anything to go off, but I would have said something like Max Park to come first, and he ended up coming second. But Neo Curez, very unexpected win. I mean, he did a crazy good job. I watched the video and it was amazing, his solves. But, you know, 17th ranked in the world for his average and 10th at this competition, so it wasn't that far off him winning. And again, one-handed is quite tight, but not as tight as some of these other events, so you don't normally see people that far down podium or even come first, so congratulations to him. But then Jasper Murray came third, who I had to podium for Pyraminx, so he did pretty well in one-handed as well. Pretty good. Okay, so this one really annoys me. 3 blind. So I almost got this correct. I said Charlie Eggins would come first. I was sort of hesitant about it because I was tossing up between him and Tommy Cherry, and it was Charlie, Tommy, and I guess Jeff Park. Jeff Park actually ended up coming 4th, so I was so close to that podium. Full sweep. But no, Charlie Eggins, amazing results. Australian win, world champion. So good. He was so close. Only a few milliseconds off Tommy Cherry with an amazing result. Oh, it was so good to watch. He made Australia proud that day. It was great. But anyway, Manuel Gutmann came third, which he was ranked third on the psych sheet anyway, so that makes sense. Congratulations to him too. Okay, so 7x7 was interesting. I said Shung Hak Nam would come first. He ended up coming 6th, so not too bad, but still not great. I said Max Park second and Lim Hung third. Now, Lim Hung did end up coming third, so I got that one correct, but Max Park ended up winning. I mean, I probably should have guessed that for 7x7. Max Park is just so dominant in 6 and 7x7, but mostly 7x7. He's way ahead of everyone else. I just thought Shung Hak Nam might have come in and sweep this one, but no, Max still shows that he's pretty dominant and he can still win world champion titles. 6x6 again, Max Park won. I thought that Timon might have had a chance for this one, but I guess not. Timon came second and Henry Lichner came third. I didn't actually say in my video who I said would come second and third for those ones, but you know, I would have said Max or something like that, so still pretty good. But now 5x5. I'm pretty proud of this one because this is actually the one I got correct. I got the entire podium correct. I got first, second, and third, who I said was going to win, and they did. Timon came first with a world record average, mind you. Crazy to watch. I said Max Park would come second and Kaiwen Wang would come third, and he did. So did Max. He came second as well. So I went Timon, Max, Kaiwen Wang. I guessed that, so not too bad. I haven't been doing great with the others, but I'll take a win. Now 4x4 is really interesting because I didn't get any of them right, but I got them all right, just in the wrong order. So Sebastian Weyer won, Timofey Tarasenko came second, and Timon came third. I guessed Timon would come first, Sebastian Weyer would come second, and Timofey Tarasenko would come third. First, second, third, it actually went 3-1-2. So close, just got the wrong order, but I got the right people, so kind of a win, not really. That's still pretty funny. And that's Sebastian Weyer round. Oh my god, that was amazing. With Kevin Hayes commentating that just was the most exciting round of the whole thing. 3x3 was great, but 4x4, that just got me excited for the rest of the competition. Amazing commentating and amazing run. Sebastian Weyer has been on a generational run, which has stood the test of time, and he still proves that he is the greatest 4x4 solver of all time. Okay, 2x2 was interesting. So Yiheng didn't end up winning. I kind of didn't think he would. I said if he won 3x3, he wouldn't win 2x2, and if he won 2x2, he wouldn't win 3x3. So I kind of got that correct. Yiheng came second. Sujin Feast came first, which I hadn't even heard of, to be honest, but he did an amazing job keeping cool under pressure because a lot of those 2x2 solvers were stressing a little bit, and you could definitely tell there was a bit of tension up on the stage. And then Zane came third, which I actually predicted. I predicted Zane to come third. I said Theodore would come second, which he ended up coming 4th, so not too far off, but nah, whatever. Congratulations to these guys, and I'm glad Zane got a podium at least. Alright, and finally, with 3x3. Did I get any of them right? Well, no, but again, the order was just mixed up. I actually said Xuan Yijing would win, and he came second, and I said Yiheng would come second, and he won. And a lot of people were saying Timon was going to come third, which he ended up doing. If I had a 4th place, I probably would have ranked him 4th, but I actually ranked Luke Garrett to come third. Unfortunately, he came 11th in the finals. He got a cut on his finger and he messed up a few of his solves. Not saying that was the reason he didn't come third, but it was a bit unfortunate to watch, but he still did an amazing job regardless. But yeah, Timon came third, all sub 5 averages, first time in history. Oh, it was an amazing final to watch. If you haven't seen it yet, you should definitely go watch it. So over the whole competition, there's 52 places, first, second, and third in all of the events. I ended up getting 18 correct and 13 almost correct. A place or two off. I'll take that. It's very hard to predict these days because there's a lot of upcoming solvers, but some of the events are a little bit easier than others. But anyway, what were your predictions like? Did you guess the Yiheng was going to win, or did you think Xuan Yizheng would win? Let me know. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.